All right, hi team. My name is Chris Mooney. I'm the National Personal Trainer Director for EMF, and I've put this video together today to introduce to you all a product or a service that we're offering across all EMF clubs now after trialing it at our big EMF Performance and Recovery Center in Nerang. I've got on the video today to help explain it is one of our senior coaches out at EMF Nerang, is Josh Webb. Josh is going to take us through this genetic testing process, what it is, what kind of benefits you can get from this and results you can get from it, and also how easy it is to get yours and to be able to move towards the benefits of having such. So Josh, mate, give us a quick intro to who you are and what you're about.
Yeah, well, thanks, Chris. Good day, everyone. I'm Josh, obviously, as Chris said before. I've been in the industry for about 18 years now, running sports science coaching and development with genetics and bloods. My emphasis has been around, developing coaches as well as individuals, athletes, every walk of life to get the full knowledge around who they are at their blueprint of their core, and how to educate themselves to move forward as well. Bit of my history: I've been representing Australia for 3 different sports, so beach volleyball, Ironman, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Been around in the meat grinder my whole life. I've had a gym myself, which I've had 14 trainers for, running through about 12 years. And then just downscaled, just focused on quality of life now and living and breathing wellness and lifestyle now. So I've just taken the foot off the gas a little bit and just emphasize on, creating a good wellness package for everyone to move forward.
Yeah, that's amazing. I had a similar chat recently down at the Sydney Expo, Fitness Expo, about as we move through levels in life, when we're young, the training is all about bigger, faster, stronger, and then there's some injury management in the middle of that. And, at some point, you've got to sit there and go, well, why do these things keep happening? Why does this always happen with an injury or dietary sort of reactions and all this sort of thing? So what I love the most about this, and I'm going to let you get into it in a little more detail, Josh, but what I found about this is the results you get from this test removes so much guesswork. It's no longer, will this work? Won't this work? Should I do this? Should I not do this? How will my body respond to this? It's, hey, as you mentioned before, this is the blueprint. This is what your individual, the human you are, this is what you're made up of. So tell us a bit more about that side of things.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty interesting. Obviously, it goes through a whole package of things regarding a 100-page blueprint or 100 testing protocol where we go through on your genetics. So that goes through everything from your micronutrients, your macronutrients, genetic inheritances you may have, inflammation markers, what training suits you better or not. So for instance, high rep, anaerobic, all the way through to if you're a caffeine metabolizer, if you should be doing altitude training. It really just gives you the full spectrum understanding. And I tend to find, like previously, you get a lot of people come to me where there'd be a catalyst of an issue that might have happened in their past, or a family member that's got sick recently, and the warning signals go up, and it's like, oh, I need to know a little bit more because I don't want that to happen to me. But I like to view this more as a precautionary thing as well. So this isn't just getting to a point where things are already starting to happen. I'm trying to get people in a space of understanding their blueprint genetics now, so they're not only they can perform better, they're actually going to live longer and healthier for the rest of their life. And it's always one of those things I get people say, do I really want to know what's coming? It's almost like, well, the better the devil you know. If you can understand what's going on at the initial cause of who you are, it just gives you a full understanding about how to have that precautionary element and lifestyle to be able to adjust for that as well. So that's not just training, that's supplements, that's your rest and recovery. We look at the full spectrum of how to get your body into an ultimate lifestyle, to be able to, to live longer, sleep better, get your libido better. You being a high-end entrepreneur, are you hitting each meeting with full attention? Are you studying at uni? Are you absorbing all the information? Are you focusing on a 12-week challenge at EMF at the moment? Have you got stubborn fat that you'd like to lose? All of these things are inflammation markers that are building up within the body. And we can see all this in our genetics now, as well as doing our bloods, which combines both. And we go through that both with the package. And our geneticist gives you a full understanding about a 2-hour consult they'll go through. So it's quite an in-depth process. And then from there, we hand it over into my phase, which we start deploying that into the next place where we go, all right, putting it into more of a bullet point format. All right, this is what we need to do. These are the initial things that I really want to get started on straight away. And these are things we can apply over time. So it really just takes the guesswork out of it, and we give you all the tools, what you need to know around nutrition, supplement plan, what do we need to adjust with your coach at EMF as well. So we work as a balloon program where we start to integrate a lot of the trainers that you're already currently working with, or coaches or gym programs. So we can start facilitating, giving guys the best results to get to your peak as well.
Yeah, some great value in there, mate, what you've just said. A couple of ones I'll just double down on is, so if you're an existing EMF member and you're already working with a coach or a trainer, this doesn't take away from that. This actually provides yourself and your coach with a much better blueprint to get those results,
Yeah, and I'll actually tag in with, and I'll get the coach involved on that consult I do with them. So everyone's on the same page and we can really get to the next level a lot faster.
Yeah, and it's a level of service most people, it's foreign to them. But there is a certain element around us that have this sort of thing, and most people reserve it for like a professional athlete, or a high performing corporate business owner, a business person or whatever. The professional athlete, we all know, has a nutritionist and a strength coach and a mindset coach and all the other sort of things, someone who takes care of their genetic profile too. So this package is enabling the average person who wants to push their limits, who wants to know about themselves in a greater detail, that opportunity to do so, right?
Yeah, for sure. As I was saying about before, it's taking the guesswork right out of it, and it's giving us a direct channel and giving every individual an understanding to be able to look at and go, okay, this is who I am, and this is what we need to do from here. Yeah, as I was saying, there's multiple supplements I used to take in the day. I actually thought I needed to be taking this, and this as a sports science coach. And then once I got a list done, I was actually wasting my money. So I've actually downscaled with 3 elite supplements that I take now, and that's all I take. So there's multiple reasons to be doing this, but for me, it's just been a fundamental game changer for any walk of life. And most people that come and see me, they've had their uncles, their nephews, their nieces all done just because they've found so much benefit from it. And I always say this is an investment. It's a one-off test. We never have to do it again. How much do you spend a weekend away at Noosa? This is one of those things where you invest now in your health, and you're going to be living forever and be very thankful for it.
Yeah, and look, just to double down on that one, if you're watching this and you've tried this program, this diet, this trainer, this thing all the time, and you're getting some results, but you can't shift that bit of stubborn fat, or your knees flare up at a certain time every time, or that recurring injury always pokes around, and you're starting to think, oh, this just isn't for me. Maybe I'm not meant to be fitter or leaner or healthier. If you haven't done this step, then don't give up. This is probably where you should start. A lot of this this journey should be started here, and I understand why a lot of people don't, because they don't know about it. But if you're getting to the point of, man, I've tried everything and my body's just breaking down, or my body's not used to it, or I just can't handle these foods that everyone's telling me I need to eat, start here, right? Because you'll find out pretty quickly what you should and shouldn't be eating to suit your genetic profile, rather than, your nutritionist idea of it, how it should work, or the textbook version, or what Dr. Google has been telling you. I speak highly of it. I highly recommend it to everybody. I recommend it to our PTs. I recommend it to our member base, our corporate executive. It's a great tool. How do they get amongst it, Josh? How can they contact you and be part of it?
Yep. Now we've got a complimentary information session that we're going to actually follow up this with a link attached. So all you have to do is follow the Calendly link, shoot me a booking notification, and then from there I'll be able to organise a time to go through and just explain all the do's and don'ts and what we need to do and how it all works, etc. It's no obligation. Just give me a link, and then we'll have a chat and then take the next steps.
Awesome. And what's the kit look like, mate? Once they say, yeah, this is what I want to do, you actually send this out to the home.
Yeah. So once we go through the process, we actually send this kit out to you. It's a saliva test, so it's not intrusive. It's pretty easy to do. It's basically like a COVID test. Everyone's done one of those in the recent history. It's basically just a swab around the gums, chuck it in there, fill out the paperwork, send it off to the lab. You can do it from your home, so we can send it out national. There's no issue there. And the DNA practitioner will actually do the Zoom via anywhere you are as well. So I always prefer to do it that way, so that way you can record the Zoom and go over it as a backlog, so you've got more of the data to go over as well. Yeah,
fantastic. All right, well, listen, I'm going to just reiterate what Josh said. If this is appealing to you and you think, I want to know some more about it, there'll be a link in the information of this video. If you're watching it on social, we'll put a link on the video at the bottom here for you to jump on and fill in the form. It's a free consultation. There's no obligation to proceed further with it. It's just a great opportunity for you to get some more information out of this from the man himself, Josh, who's the expert in the field. And if it lines up for you, then he'll show you how to take the next steps from there and get that swab test out to you and start getting some answers and some results into your life.
Yep, you won't be disappointed. It's one of those things. I wish I did it 15, 20 years ago myself. And there's no one that I've had done that didn't wish the same. So look, just invest in yourself. You deserve it. And give me a buzz and we'll have a chat.
Mate, as a washed up meathead, I can completely attest to this. I got mine done and it was amazing. Eye opener, really highlighted some key areas that I made some simple changes. And there's still some more to be done from there. So yeah, I wish this was 20 years ago as well. So don't wish for it, just jump on it, be a part of it. All right, guys, jump on the link and set up the time.
Beautiful.